The cafeteria buzzed with its usual chaos, trays clattering, laughter echoing, and the smell of greasy pizza drifting through the air. Lincoln High's lunchroom was always a battlefield of its own, a place where reputations were cemented and the weak often endured the cruelty of the strong. And then silence fell. Because in that moment, all eyes turned to the new girl. Alana Reed moved carefully through the crowded room, her lunch tray balanced in her hands, her braids falling neatly down her back. Her eyes were calm, but guarded. She wasn't here to impress anyone. Wasn't here to play the games of high school hierarchy. She had already lived through worse battles than cafeteria politics. But whispers followed her every step like shadows. She's from California. Her dad some big surgeon at the hospital. She skipped 2 grades, she's probably some nerd. Nah, she looks tough. Alana ignored them, her master's words echoing in her memory. When you walk, walk with balance. When you stand, stand with dignity. When you breathe, breathe with purpose. She just wanted to eat in peace. But bullies never allow peace. It happened fast. A foot shot out from under one of the tables, catching her ankle. Her tray flipped, milk exploded across the tile, spaghetti sliding in every direction. The cafeteria erupted with gasps and cruel laughter. "Watch where you're going, newbie," sneered Kelsey Morrow, the queen bee of Lincoln High. Her blonde curls bounced as she leaned back in her seat, her smile sharp and venomous. Beside her sat Connor, her 6'2" quarterback boyfriend, his arms crossed and eyes gleaming with mischief. Ryan, his best friend, was already chuckling like this was the best entertainment he'd seen all week. Alana stayed kneeling, spaghetti dripping down her sleeve, her palms pressed into the floor. Her body trembled, not with fear, but with restraint. Her master's voice echoed again in her head, "Control is the highest strength." She inhaled deeply, rising slowly to her feet, every movement deliberate, controlled. Her gaze met theirs without blinking. "I think there's been a mistake," she said softly. So softly, it made the silence heavier. Connor smirked, towering over her. "Oh yeah? And what's that supposed to mean?" Alana's voice didn't waver. "You think I'm someone you can push around. But I'm not. Before we go any further, if this is your first time watching one of our videos, we'd love for you to hit that subscribe button. Your support means the world to us and helps us bring you even more powerful stories. Stick with us until the very end, and if the story moves you, drop your thoughts in the comments, and share it with a friend. Now, let's begin." Kelsey snorted. "Listen to her, trying to act tough. What are you going to do, new girl? Glare us to death?" Her laugh was brittle, sharp, like nails on glass. Some kids laughed along nervously. Others shifted uncomfortably, unsure of what to think. Alana tilted her head slightly. "No," she said calmly. "But I was trained for moments like this." Connor stepped closer, his chest puffed out. "Trained? What are you, some comic book ninja?" And with that, he shoved her. He expected her to stumble. Expected her to fall the way everyone else did when faced with his strength. But Alana didn't stumble. Her hand shot out so fast no one saw it until it was over. She caught his wrist, twisted just enough to stop him cold. His breath hitched, eyes widening as pain bloomed across his arm. The cafeteria gasped collectively, silence drowning out everything else. The thing about bullies, Alana said, her voice even, as if she were explaining homework, is that they never expect their victims to know how to fight back. Let go of me. Connor growled, trying to wrench free. But her grip was iron. Every tug only made it worse. I will, Alana promised, her eyes steady. Right after you apologize. Kelsey's face turned red. Don't you dare listen to her, Connor. Hit her. Show her she doesn't belong here. Rage lit his eyes. He swung at her with his free hand, a wild punch filled with arrogance. Alana released him, pivoted smoothly. His fist cut through empty air. She stepped inside his swing, her palm striking his chest with surgical precision. The quarterback staggered, collapsing onto a chair, his breath gone and his pride shattered. The cafeteria erupted. Some kids cheered. Others screamed. Phones everywhere recorded history unfolding. Ryan charged forward, his face twisted. You're dead, freak. His fists swung wildly, but Alana had sparred with men twice his size since she was a child. She dropped low, swept his legs out in a clean, graceful arc. He hit the floor hard, confusion written all over his face. Kelsey backed away now, her voice shaking. You're crazy. Alana shook her head. No. I'm trained. There's a difference. That's when the vice principal stormed in, his booming voice cutting through the chaos. What is going on here? Kelsey jumped on her chance. She attacked them. She's insane. Alana stood silently, arms relaxed, because she knew the truth would speak for itself. Students shouted their testimonies one after another. That's not true. They tripped her first. Connor tried to hit her, she just defended herself. Dozens of heads nodded. Dozens of phones held proof. The vice principal's gaze shifted. Your name? Alana Reed, sir. Transferred yesterday. She pulled out a laminated card. 3rd degree black belt in Taekwondo. Certified to teach. A ripple of awe swept the room. Whispers flew like sparks. Black belt. She's for real. No wonder. Mr. Thomas studied the card, then her calm expression. That's remarkable for someone your age. Alana bowed slightly. With power comes responsibility. My master said that. I never wanted to fight. But I won't let anyone hurt me. By the end of the day, Alana was no longer a stranger. She was a legend. Whispers trailed her through the hallways. She's a black belt. She dropped Connor like nothing. Teachers glanced at her differently. Students nodded with respect. But not everyone respected her new reputation. In detention, Connor's wrist still ached. Ryan's pride burned. And Kelsey's face twisted with rage. This isn't over, she hissed. We're going to destroy her. Nobody makes me look like a fool and walks away. How? Connor asked, frustrated. She's untouchable now. Everybody's on her side. Kelsey smirked. Everyone has secrets. We just need to find hers. And they did. Buried deep in old headlines from California, a story Alana had hoped to leave behind. 17-year-old hospitalized after martial arts demonstration goes wrong. Kelsey's eyes gleamed. Perfect. This is how we bring her down. The next day, Alana felt lighter. She'd eaten lunch with Emma, a quiet red-haired theater kid, and her group of friends. For the first time, she laughed. Really laughed. Since moving, she thought maybe, just maybe, Lincoln High wouldn't be so bad. But hope shattered in AP history. Kelsey stood, waving a printed article like a trophy. Well, well, well. Look what I found about our little karate kid. Turns out Alana Reed isn't the hero you all think she is. She put a kid in the hospital. Alana's stomach dropped, the memory flooding back. David Martinez. The sophomore who had volunteered, nerves making his body stiff. One wrong move. One wrong fall. 2 broken ribs. A punctured lung. Weeks in the hospital. It wasn't like that, Alana whispered. Then tell us, Kelsey pressed, triumph in her voice. Tell us how dangerous you really are. Alana's eyes filled with tears. I made a mistake. David moved wrong. I should have caught him. I should have protected him. He forgave me, eventually. But I never forgave myself. Every night for months, I saw his face in my dreams. I swore I would never let my power hurt someone like that again. The room was silent. Her honesty cut sharper than any insult. Kelsey tried to sneer. So you admit you're dangerous? Yes, Alana said, her voice breaking. I am dangerous. That's why I fight so hard for control. That's why I didn't want to fight yesterday. Because I know how badly things can go wrong. Emma stood from the back, her voice shaking but strong. You know what, Kelsey? I feel safer around Alana than I ever will around you. When Alana hurts someone, even by accident, it destroys her. When you hurt people, you laugh. Murmurs of agreement swept the class. Kelsey faltered, realizing the tide had turned. Her plan backfired spectacularly. That day, Alana gained something stronger than fear. She gained trust. Students began approaching her not with suspicion, but respect. Not because she was a deadly black belt, but because she had the courage to own her flaws and keep going. She was proof that true strength wasn't about how hard you could hit, but how deeply you could care. The bullies had picked the wrong girl. Not just because she could fight, but because she had something they could never understand: resilience, honesty, and heart. If you believe stories like this should be told, hit that subscribe button, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and drop a comment below, because your voice matters too.